Author's note. Wow, I am back. I see that I've earned some haters while I was away, leaving mean reviews. But just so you all know, the story is rated M, and that is for mature audiences only. Just because you do not get or understand adult material does not mean you should pass judgment on it. So if you keep hating on haters, because I am going to finish this story because it is so popular. If you leave nice reviews, thank you. Sonic High School, Chapter 21. Sonic woke up out of his bed and onto the floor and was still angry. Now Sonic was Black Sonic and he had a tattoo, and Sonic got ready for school by putting on scary things like chains and spiky collars that made him look bad. And he went to high school. Sonic went to his classes, but he did not do what he was told to do in class. He did not talk to anyone, and instead he went to the computer and looked at videos of cigarettes and knives. Cool. Sonic then arrived near the lunchroom, which is where they were having lunch. Sonic's friends. Sonic looked in from outside while everyone was inside, and no one was outside but Sonic, like an alive snowman that looks in your window on Christmas. Sonic saw Amy and Rouge looking still skinny, but now eating food in a happy way. Sonic could hear them talking. "Wow, I'm so glad we're out of detention," said Amy to Rouge. "Yes, thanks to Silver, we have escaped from detention," said Rouge to Amy. It looked like Silver did the hero thing to do, and saved Amy and Rouge from detention. And now they were out, and Sonic was not happy about it, though. Being black. "Haggard bitches," said Sonic to the window next to the door that he was looking through into the lunchroom from outside. Sonic saw Tails and Espio and all the other people go over to Amy and Rouge, laughing and smiling, that hung out with them before he turned black. I really wish he would stop saying that. And he got mad and sad and left. Sonic walked by the lunchroom's food area, which was a different room, but attached to the lunchroom was a separate door that gets you into this part, where the food was made, and Sonic walked by, and he looked at the lunch lady who was there, giving food to all the teenagers, and she saw Sonic and looked surprised at how now he looked with black fur and a tattoo. But then she got over it and waved and smiled, and Sonic looked away and kept walking. Behind him, the lunch lady looked sad and disappointed and worried. Sonic left the school completely, which is really bad and will get you in big trouble. And then he went to the Chinese restaurant. Sonic got Chinese food and ate it, and with this food came a magical fortune cookie, where there is a piece of paper inside with a magical fortune, and it tells you the future. And Sonic opened the cookie, and he ate the cookie, but he kept the paper, and it said, "You will not have any friends if you are black." Whoa! "You will not have any friends if you are black." What the fuck? Huh. Sonic thought about what it said and wondered what it could mean, and wondered what it could mean for him, because it was so mysterious, always reading these cookies and their messages. After Sonic went back to school and missed one of his classes, but went to the next one, but on the way into the high school, the hall man, tried to stop Sonic, but Sonic punched him right in the face so hard that he almost died and got past him. And Sonic finished his school day and went home and punched things, leaving holes in everything that showed he was stronger than everyone now. And Sonic looked at porn that was not like he usually did, and now with things like Africans and dragons. Okay. Sonic was becoming so scary, even though he was very scary now. As Black Sonic, his balls were still the same and did not get cured. It became night in the world, but Sonic did not go to sleep like a normal person. In fact, when it got really dark out, Sonic went out of his room from the window and left. Because Sonic was black now, no one could see him in the dark unless you looked pacifically hard just for Sonic. But who was going to do that? Sonic left and went to a bad neighborhood and bought drugs like marijuana, M-A-R-O-W-A-N-A, marijuana, and ate some of them and kept the rest in his pocket. Sonic had really changed now from being the one with the best morals to being the one with the worst, like a seagull becoming angry because it could not get any breadcrumbs in the parking lot. Okay. Sonic moved on from the bad neighborhood where he was to to where he wanted to go next, Amy's house. Sonic's brain was now being controlled by drugs, and he was becoming worse than ever worse than when he was just black. Oh my god. Sonic went to Amy's window and looked into it and saw her sleeping on her bed, like like a DVD not being used. Okay. His head filled up with anger, and it was a way that he actually became kind of happy and angry and laughed, and he wanted to do something bad to her. And Sonic looked at his tattoo, and his tattoo said, "Fuck girls," and it reminded him of what she had done to him. And Sonic was so evil that he punched through the window and ran real fast into Amy's bed, and she started to wake up a little from being in sleep mode. She's a computer. And her eyes were just blinking a little, and she obviously could not see all that well, especially could not see Sonic, because it was dark, and he was now black, which was like camouflage. Sonic just grinned at her with an evil look, and he started to open her eyes and see white eyes above her, and he punched her in the face. Wow. Amy was now in a lot of pain, and confused and surprised, and maybe thought she was nightmaring. Okay? But no. It was real. A new Black Sonic on drugs was about to beat all of her shit out of her. Okay. "Fuck you, girl," he screamed, but still smiled, and punched her more in the face until all of her teeth got knocked out, and she was like a grandma who could only eat pudding and not steak. Amy was now screaming and crying, and he stuck a thing in her mouth so she couldn't do anything. And he was so mad and under the powers of the marijuana. He looked at her, and she looked afraid and scared, but he was still smiling and angry, and Sonic's black rage was coming out through his fist with violence. Oh. Whew. But then all of a sudden, Amy kicked her foot up and hit Sonic right in the balls. Thank God, because the blankest were over Amy's foot, and she did this so she did not touch Sonic's ball disease. That was a hard sentence to get through. It still hurt him very much, though, and he fell off her bed and was in pain for being hit in the balls, which is the most powerful spot on a man to hit, and it hurts because it's like the information superhighway of your body. Your balls are the internet. Sonic hurt so much from this that it was like a hit to his brain, and all the drugs fell off his brain. They just popped right out. Sonic suddenly looked around him and saw he was in Amy's room, and he ran over to the bed, kind of knowing what happened, but wondering if it was a dream, like Amy was thinking, but it was not. It was not. Sonic was lying over Amy's body, and they were both perfectly still like a couple of candy canes. One was sitting in an invisible bench over the other. I have no idea what the fuck that means. Their eyes were both big as he looked at each other, both scared and shocked at what was happening, and Amy's mouth was all bloody and had no teeth in it, like a hole that went straight to China, but it was like a hole that went straight to China, but instead it was to her boobs and vagina. I swear it says that. Sonic and Amy did not say anything either. Sonic suddenly looked sad and scared and got off her bed and backed away towards the side of the room. Then he ran out of it. Sonic was feeling so many feelings, being scared and sad and shocked and surprised. He could feel little baby tears at the side of his eyes, like Jewish people being thrown up in the air at bar mitzvah. Bar mit, as in this is a guy's name, and he owns the va. He ran and ran as fast as he could, straight down the road, right out of town, and into the forest, like a deer that could use a car, and to the edge of the forest, where there was a giant cliff, and Sonic ran off the edge of the cliff in order to die. That's the end of the chapter. Oh, what a fucking cliffhanger. Or in this case, jumping off a fucking cliffhanger. Anyway, like, comment, and subscribe, and, stay tuned, because there's more to this. Okay, bye. I mean, like, bye now, bye.